Welcome back, tribe. The flavors of summer is here, and there is seriously nothing that can contend with homegrown foods, not even the quality of fine dining restaurants. I hope you came with a beastly appetite, because I'm about to share with you 3 of my favorite recipes to make using homegrown zucchini, including this keto-friendly version of venison meatballs from ethically sourced game. Here on True Nature's Kitchen, I try to use as many quality ingredients as I have access to, but feel free to substitute with the next best thing. There's a lot to slice into, so let's turn up the heat. Starting with one of my favorites, Spucchini and Venison Meatballs. First things first, you're going to need a spiralizer. There are handheld ones, but I like this countertop version, which has 3 different panels that allow you to choose the thickness of your cuts. You will need to spiralize for each dish, so follow the directions for whatever device you choose. After washing your zucchini, you can shave off the skin or keep it on, as I choose to. The skin adds a stiffer texture, and because I organic garden, I don't have to worry about chemicals. 1 large or 2 medium-sized zucchini is enough to satisfy 1 serving, but multiply servings as needed. You can also freeze any leftover spirals in a Ziploc or vacuum-sealed bag. Once you've completed the measuring and spiraling, set it aside to cook last. Next, prepare the venison mixture. You want at least half a pound to 1 pound of ground venison. If you need to learn how to make ground venison, I will link that video at the end of this one. If you don't have access to venison, just use beef. All recipe measurements are based on 1 serving, but multiply accordingly. I'm using the rest of the venison I had open, which comes to 10 ounces, and that's enough for me. Take 1 egg and scramble it in a bowl. Spice it up with 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, sprinkle in black pepper, 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, a half a cup of mozzarella, and a capful of olive oil. Now mix. Spatula or hand, just make sure the ingredients are well incorporated. You may need to grease your palms a bit with olive oil so the meat doesn't stick to you. Make meatballs a little on the small side to medium by scooping up a reasonable amount and rolling it in greased palms. After your meatballs are prepared, bake in oven at 350 for 20 minutes. When they are within 5 minutes of being done, cook the zucchini. Preheat a skillet to medium range and add another teaspoon or capful of olive oil. This is optional, but you can add a bit of minced garlic. Now add the spiralized zucchini. Stir until coated with olive oil and stir periodically. You don't want to cover the zucchini as moisture will build up and it will become too soggy. You want to maintain some noodle-like structure. After about 3 minutes, you can add the meatballs. Then the marinara, or your favorite pasta sauce. Then serve. If that wasn't enticing enough, perhaps my second favorite will do. Shrimp Alfredo. First, make the Alfredo sauce. Preheat a saucepan to a low setting. You don't want it to burn the ingredients or cook too fast. Start with 8 tablespoons of real butter, but I have also gotten away with 4. That equates to a half a cup or a full stick. I'm using unsalted, so I can personally salt it to taste. This is followed by 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now make sure those 2 are well mixed. I'm letting it simmer on low heat for about 2 minutes before moving on. Now add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of pink salt. Then add 2 cups of shredded Parmesan cheese, a little at a time, stirring in between. Since the sauce is complete, set it to the side to cool a bit and move on to cooking the spiralized zucchini and shrimp, other choice seafood, or chicken if you have allergies. If using chicken, season as desired. Try it boiled or grilled for this dish. I'm using shrimp and keeping the seasons simple. To enhance taste, pre-wash, peel if needed, and marinate shrimp in spices for at least an hour. I'm also cooking them separately so they can get done around the same time and I'm not overcooking either. Preheat a skillet to medium temp and pour in a capful of olive oil. Add the zucchini and coat well with olive oil. Repeat the same with the prepared shrimp, but you can also use butter or ghee for a softer flavor. Now let it cook. The shrimp may get done before the zucchini, so simply turn it off but leave it on the burner to stay warm until time to combine the ingredients. Again, don't cover the zucchini. You want the moisture to evaporate as not to result in soggy vegetable. You don't have to overcook it, just cook it enough. Combine all ingredients. And serve. Garnishing off with lemon thyme adds a very robust flavor to the dish, so if you so happen to grow some in addition to your zucchini, do give it a try. Okay, here's an honest honorable mention. If you are doing the keto or low carb diet and want something with a little more noodle texture, give shirataki noodles a try. They are made from konjac, which is a type of root vegetable and has 2 net carbs per 100 grams, so you can enjoy your favorite pasta dish guilt-free. So far, I've seen them in both angel hair and fettuccine, and I love them in Alfredo. I simply pour the water from the pouch, give it an extra rinse, and cook on medium heat with olive oil before combining the other ingredients. The flavor is very neutral, so it doesn't compete with your choice seasonings. Lastly, here's a recipe that will comfort you on a cold day, or if you have a cold. Chicken Zoodle Soup. Use at least 8 ounces to a pound of fresh chicken or canned chicken breast. Either way, you will need to put it in a pot with enough water to submerge the meat, then add choice seasonings. Cap full of olive oil and 2 pinches of salt. Or, as a secret formula, I'm using a tablespoon of better than bouillon chicken flavor to enhance the broth. If you use this, there's no need to add salt because it already has sodium. Bring it to a hard boil for 10, no longer than 12 minutes. Boiling chicken too long may result in a chewy texture. Once done, set it aside but do not pour out the water. This is your broth. Yep, you guessed it. Cook your spiralized zucchini in a skillet by adding another tablespoon of olive oil and your choice vegetables such as broccoli, peas, and carrots. If they need cooking, do it beforehand. I'm keeping mine simple with arugula. If you're using leafy greens, there's really no need to cook them. You can simply add it to the hot broth and it will cook quickly. Now enjoy. Hope I didn't spiral out of control and do the most, but at least you have a few ideas for your zucchini this year. Don't forget to attack that like button and subscribe to the tribe on both channels for more self-sufficient content. Hunt down my socials in the description below, and if you found value in this video and can afford to toss the channel a bone, donate to the link provided. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. Remember, eat wild, live free.